Hello, for Wall Street Media, this is Maria. I'm here with Doug, and we'll help you make money in the stock market with information you can't get anywhere else.
You've got oodles of exclusive videos for us,
so
right?
So many things.
And
all
energy
about
highlights.
Companies.
If you're an energy investor, this is the place to be. What do you have for us?
Well, I have some companies from the AGA Financial Forum that is actually a webcast you can listen to. It's wsw.com/webcast/AGA7. And the first video I have for you today is John Russell. He's the president and COO of CMS Energy. Their ticker is CMS. And he talks about renewable energy deliverable contracts and their strategy going forward, including capital investments and new plans. Here it is.
A couple things that have changed since we last met. We purchased the Zeeland cogeneration facility. It's a gas-fired generator, 946 megawatts. One thing that we wanted to highlight today, which based on the questions I've received over the past day or two seems like a surprise, we currently generate 5% of our capacity or deliveries from renewable energy. Those are usually long-term contracts that we have with wood-burning plants, as well as hydro and some biomass and landfill generation. Also, one of the things that keeps our rate very competitive is the 143 billion cubic feet of working gas storage that we have. The geology in Michigan is very favorable to gas storage, and we utilize it to keep our prices very competitive. Let's start at the bottom of the graph. Our strategy begins with safe and excellent operations. Here's a couple highlights of how we're doing. Here at the AGA conference, we were recognized for winning the Motor Vehicle Safety Award. We drove 37 million miles safely with our electric and gas group. Capital investments. We've talked about the Campbell 3, which is our largest and newest coal-fired plant. We made a $400 million investment to comply with clean air, also to convert that generator to 100% Western coal. 3 monthly peaks last year in 2007. For those of you that have asked about the state of the economy in Michigan, from a peak standpoint, it continues to grow. And last year we did achieve 3 different peaks. We were able to serve those very efficiently. But it continues to show that Michigan's peak continues to rise, mainly driven by residential usage with central air conditioning, some of the change with plasma TVs and LDCs, as well as computers and other things that customers are using. So we continue to see that peak grow. And then finally, we've made good progress in our electric distribution and generation reliability. I'll show you the changes we've made there. The first 3 bars that you see from the left to the right are electric distribution indicators. So if you see the frequency, average duration of interruption in customer minutes, we improved anywhere in 2007 over 2006 from 8% to 20% improvement. The final bar there is E4, which is equivalent forced outage rate. That's a reliability measure at our generating plants, and we improved that a little over 20% on a year-over-year basis.
All right, and don't forget, if you're an investor in the energy sector, please don't forget to hit the feedback button and share your knowledge about this company. The next video I have for you is Robert Hugland. He's the CFO of Consolidated Edison. Their ticker is ED, and he discusses the new programs offered and Con Edison's track record in promoting energy efficiency. Here it is.
We see the opportunities to assist customers in conserving energy through our demand-side management and demand response programs, the benefits of which arise not simply from their effectiveness in cleaning up the environment and saving energy costs for customers, but also in helping to defer infrastructure projects that would otherwise serve peak load. As I mentioned, we have been involved in these efforts since the 1970s. Recently, we proposed new programs as part of an overall plan to achieve at least 500 megawatts of demand reduction by the year 2015. These programs consist of 11 residential and commercial programs designed to reduce energy use by 4.4 billion kilowatt hours and peak demand by 378 megawatts by 2015. Over 130 megawatts of the proposed reductions are part of our continuing targeted demand-side management programs. These programs are designed to defer capital projects for infrastructure upgrades and expansion. Permanent energy efficiency projects installed in specific neighborhoods can defer the installation of cable, transformers, and other equipment. Initial funding for these energy efficiency programs was provided in the most recent rate plan adopted by the New York Public Service Commission effective April 1. That plan also includes a revenue decoupling mechanism.
Alright, and I do have a third video for you, and again for the second stock, please hit the feedback button. And then third, the video I have is Larry Wires. He's the CEO of Integris Energy Group. Their ticker is TEG, and he discusses the 500 megawatt Weston 4 power plant project. Here it is.
One of our major CapEx programs has been to build a brand new coal-fired plant called the Weston 4 facility, which is in central Wisconsin at our Weston site. This is a 500 megawatt low sulfur coal-fired supercritical unit, state-of-the-art environmental systems on it. This has been probably one of the sweetest generation projects in the country. This plant is coming online in June, mid-June. It's going through power ascension right now. It's above 50%. It's just intermittent because they're testing a lot of the systems. This plant's coming online for around $1,600 a kilowatt of installed capacity. I think if you started building this today, you're looking at $2,500, $3,000, maybe $3,500 a kilowatt if you can get them licensed. And that's the problem. So this has been a sweet project, and we're just glad that it's coming online when it's coming online. And it's coming on schedule, on budget, and we've had a terrific safety record there also. So we're very appreciative of all that. Another interesting fact I think that's important, this plant was put into rate base as it was being built. So there's not going to be rate shock from this plant going into the rate base. In fact, in 2007, we had about $82 million of CapEx that had to go into rate base. In 2008, about $19 million associated with this plant, which, by the way, cost about $800 million. Our partner, Dairyland Power Corporation, owns about 30% of this. We are the constructor and the operator of the plant.
All right, and I have a few notes for you as well. The first one is with Benjamin Fokey. He's the president and CFO of Xcel Energy. Their ticker is XEL, and he discussed their smart grid pilot project.
Well, that's what they said the big blackout was from last year. It wasn't any big problem. It was that one part of the grid failed, a tiny, tiny part. I think it was in Canada, actually.
Mm-hmm.
We'd have to ask the German if he wasn't hustling back there. But I think it was in Canada. It was one tiny thing, and that blacked out the whole northeastern U.S.
Well, how does a grid...
Well, they're saying that being able to use a different grid so that it doesn't all go through, say, one small thing in Canada, right, might be able to keep us with enough electricity like Benjamin Franklin
Well,
had.
we should watch out for that then.
Yeah.
All right. We'll also have Edward Graham. He's the CEO of South Jersey Industries. Their ticker is SJI. And he discussed marina projects and the partnership with DCO Energy. Then I also have Warner Baxter. He's the CFO of Ameren. Their ticker is AEE. And he said they're focused on future growth of their current dividend yield of about 5.5%.
Yeah, all these guys pay dividends. I guess that's still true for utilities.
Yes, apparently it is. That's what we've seen all day. All right, well, I also have William Harvey. He's the president and CEO of Alliant Energy. Their ticker is LNT, and he stated that the company plans to spend $1 billion on new wind projects in Iowa, Minnesota, and Wisconsin with the goal of doubling their current wind power output. The company is currently the 8th largest wind power provider in the U.S.
That's pretty cool stuff. Do they have a lot of that stuff in Germany?
They do, in all the northern states near the North Sea.
Is it more solar?
No, definitely more wind, because especially in the north you have a lot of rain cloud coverage.
Oh, so it wouldn't be so. Okay, what do I know?
No, but it's a good question to ask. But I remember when I lived in California in Livermore, all the hills there are covered with those wind.
Well, they were going to put them out in the ocean here in New York, but
that's true.
All the liberals who are so interested in conservation all voted it down because it was going to hurt the views from their $8 million beachfront houses.
Aren't there Republicans who have those?
No, it wasn't. It was all the liberal scum.
All right. Okay. Well, I also have some notes from the Raymond James Oil Sands of Canada conference. And the first one is John Brennan. He's the EVP and president of the Integrated Oil Division at Oncana. Their ticker is ECA. And he notes the Foster Creek site is expected to be on stream in 2011. The Christina Lake site expected on stream in 2010, as well as Oncana's plans to buy back 1 to 3% of their outstanding shares this year.
Well, people must have liked that because they're up almost 3% today, $2
that's
a share.
Significant, yeah. All right. Well, I also have Ed Vaith. He's the EVP of Upstream at Ivanhoe Energy. Their ticker is IVAN. And he discussed the company's corporate restructuring, which includes changes to its board of directors and a new CEO, Robert Friedland, to be appointed on May 29th. All right, and last but not least, I have Aaron Kimball. He's the VP of Exploration at Oil Sands Quest, ticker is BQI, and he provided an update for the company's X-Lake discovery site with Phase 1 steam injection planned for the late summer 2008 and facility construction targeted for 2010.
Well, we had people, I had to reply to somebody and give them their presentation time. We had someone clicking into what that really wanted to be able to see that and wanted to know when, where, how to get there.
Yes.
And we had Rita, who's one of our audience who writes in from time to time.
What did she have to say?
Well, she clicked the feedback button like we hope you do.
Oh, nice.
Are you seeing a theme here? Right. She said she liked our presentation when we did the gold stocks, like we're doing the energy now.
Yes.
And she ruled out one, and then she thinks she's going to buy some of the Tasica, that's TGB that we owned. And she said this is outside of the gold stock specialty, but she was looking at AirTran Holdings. I bought Ryanair just because we love the CEO.
Yeah.
You can follow everything when we say I bought. You can follow what we're doing on covestor.com, and that's free. It's just to show you our little commentary. We actually do buy and sell stocks. We're not just people that are writing or talking about them.
Yep. And all right, that's it for today.
Yeah.
We're going to wrap it up. Well, we are here every day at Wall Street Media. You can find us directly at WSMCO.com. Thank you very much.